So I'm about to start streaming, but was that you who just called? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I got my phone on the charger. Yeah. Man, I fucked up against TV. I ran the wrong playbook. And I picked fucking air raid offense, so I was limited, bro. I got too predictable. I'm going red. Hey, look here. Man, fuck you.
I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones. I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva. You can never survive her. Streets got a code of couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC.
Yeah, I'm gonna go red. The old red. Yeah. I like them, bro. I like the ATL and the. Yeah, I like the ATL. I mean, it do kinda, but I wish we had red jerseys and the black.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
I'm about to share that. All right, man, let's get it.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
He did against Teasy. That was fucking sick.
Here we go. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Carolina defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. again here with Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The Falcons at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start.
I'm trying to get my
So I think there'll be renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
They are going for it. Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's...
Yeah.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
I
Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll throw with Penix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Here's Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts, 45 yards. And the Falcons are an extra
we
point
fucking
away
know. We
from
don't fucking
drawing
do
the
it.
ball.
God damn it, boy. I had to work for that shit.
Been good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I need somebody to make a fucking play right here.
And a
Damn, I need
nice
somebody
return
waiting
sets
on
him
me,
up pretty
man.
good here right at the 30-yard line.
I need somebody waiting on this. God, damn.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ah, here we go. Here we go.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll find McMillan here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. A nice pickup on first down. 10 more there and another first down. Young going to give to Brooks.
There we fucking go.
He tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 7-7, our score after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. To throw, Young. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now an audible here into something else. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Left wing 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Penix working out of the gun here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tag. Head to 60. Head to 60. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Hey, Smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the air, Penix. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Brooks is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to the 39. They're going to look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, 40 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here is Young. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air once more, Young. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Third down, Young from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains.
70 range, 70 range. Warriors, 70.
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to throw, Young, trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Young to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
A give to Robinson on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Penix.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Michael Penix.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Young will set to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Young working out of the gun.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball.
Bro, they fucking homing me on the picks.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few
They
more
fucking
chances
home.
down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now Penix.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Come on, set. 7 Pirates, go street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Penix working out of the gun here.
On the move to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as...
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To the air, Penix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Track at 60. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, 28 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll find McMillan here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Young now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air once more, Young eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is
oh my fucking God.
That was what they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Young to throw. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll try him now with Brooks. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Here's Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a good first month, but they'll fall.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it, till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, y ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por los míos, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R and R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to Wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? See some. See some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face. In my face. In my face. In my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? Yeah. Be a